Hey everybody, Ian here at AbelCine in Burbank, and today we're taking a look at the Nexto NVS 1501 media storage unit. This is intended to be used with media cards such as CF cards, MF cards, SD, SDHC, SDXC, as well as the Sony memory stick, the MS Pro HD, and the MS Pro Magic Gate. There's a little protective cover at the top. You open the cover. Here are your ports for the cards. There's a total of 2 buttons on the unit, so it's pretty straightforward with its operation. I'm going to power it up. The unit is powered with an internal battery that will run it for 2 hours. It takes 2 hours to recharge that internal battery. There is an AC power supply that comes with it. In addition, there is a car adapter, and there also is this little power unit which takes 4 AA batteries and powers it through a USB connector on the bottom. Here's our home screen, and it's showing us the amount of storage available on the drive, our battery status, and I'm going to go ahead and put an SD card in there, and it will auto recognize the card. And it's going to present me with 3 different options for saving that data. The first one is called a fast copy, and literally what's happening is it's moving the stuff off the card and telling me, okay, I'm done. The second choice is a copy and verify, so it moves it over, then it compares what's on the drive to what's on the card and tells me everything's fine. And then a safe copy, and safe copy is checking for any problems on the drive internally and then making the transfer. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and verify, and now it's going to move my footage over. And moving data is very exciting in real time. Okay, and once it's finished moving that data over, it's then going to tell me that it is safe to remove the media from the device, and it's now telling me it's okay to remove the card. It goes back to its default screen, and now I'm going to push in on the navigation button here, and that's going to give me a bunch of different choices in here. And the first one is the preview. Once I hit preview, it's now going to ask me, do I want to preview inside the drive, the internal drive here, or externally? So I'm going to hit internal, and here is my first file. Because I've only put 1 card in here, there's only 1 choice on here, and you'll see that it is written by the date, and then there's a dot and 3 zeros. So for every card you put in here, it's going to increment up from 0. So I'm going to click on that file, I'm going to open it up, I'm going to show video, and I have 2 thumbnails in here. So I only have 2 shots on this 1 card. Now I can go in here now and I can open that thumbnail, and now I can review the shot. Nice thing about this is that you can review it at different speeds, and this firmware also shows you, it has a little meter on the bottom of the frame to show you audio. So you can check both audio and video with this unit and be confident that everything's moved over. I'm now going to go out of here, go back into our default screen. Okay, on the bottom here, we have a couple of different connectors, first being a USB 2.0. If I connect this, now I can move data over to a laptop using this. Next is USB 2.0, and this allows me to move data to and from this. And there's actually 2 modes that I can work in. I can set this up so that when I put a card in here, not only does it copy it to the internal drive, but it's also copying it over to an external hard drive. So essentially you're making a backup, or a backup of the backup, if you want to think about it that way. Keep in mind that the hard drive will be formatted in FAT32. So best practice is to use a fresh drive that has nothing on it, because once it's formatted, you formatted the contents that may have previously been on that drive. The other way that you can work with this copying device is set it up in such a way that when you plug the external drive in here, it will look to see what the total number of files are in here versus what it has on the external hard drive, and then ask you if you want to update that external hard drive. The nice thing about that is that you do not need a computer to update your external drive. And lastly, we have a FireWire 800 connector so that we can move data onto the laptop that way and ingest it and take a look at it. The unit has a quarter 20 on the back here for mounting, and they also are including these what they call bumpers. And the idea here is that the bumpers help to reduce any shock that might happen to the unit. Now, the way that this thing has been engineered is that if it's sensed that it's being dropped, it removes the read-write head from the platter so that eliminates the potential for any damage having a drop occur. So in one unit, we have a way of storing, moving, and analyzing our footage. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.